So I'm just coming back to give you a quick update on the whole fiasco with my hair. It was about 3 days ago or something like that. I don't know. It's been a blur. This whole few days has been a blur. So I went back the very next day after I got off work to them. Well, okay, let me just let you know. When I put my hair up that night, attempting to save whatever it was, I put it in my bonnet, went to bed, got up in the morning, tried to style it in a way that I could work the next day. I could not get a comb through my hair at all without hearing ripping. Like, okay, so I was like, the ends were rippy rip anyways, right? So I tried to get, just, fine. Let me just kind of get up here straight and then I'll just kind of pony bun it or something like that, Couldn't even get it through the top of my head. Now, there are no damaged ends at the top of my head, so how come I can't get a comb through it, right? Is what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh my God, what has happened? So I stop. I just kind of put it in two pigtails and I go to work. I'm pissed. I'm done. The whole day is fucked. Okay. I had a couple breakdowns at work. People were like, oh my God, your hair's so pretty. And I'm just like, shut up. I hate you all. It does not look pretty. It looks like shit. And they're like, we don't understand. It looks really good. And I'm like, you don't understand. No, you don't understand. And so I had to explain to them what happened. And they were like, oh. So it was just a mess that whole day. Went back after work and I go in there and I'm like, hey, you guys. And they're already like, oh no, what happened? And I'm like, I can't comb my hair. And the owner's like, well, that's because your ends. I'm like, the ends have nothing to do with me not being able to comb through the roots. I can't comb through my roots. And she's like, oh, okay, well, just sit down and we will figure this out. Okay, cool. I was already worried because what are you going to do to save this? I really don't want you to put more heat on my hair because I'm already frightened that it's heat damage and you putting more heat on it isn't going to help anything. But so I'm like, okay, cool. I go, we sit, she had other clients, she's taking care of them, whatever. They sit me down and she's like, not the owner, the girl that had already done my hair before, is like, well, it looks like you sweated it out or something. You must have had a wild night. And I'm thinking, I literally went home, made a video. I didn't tell her I made a video, but I did. And then I basically went to bed because I had to work at 6 the next day. So there was no, I didn't do shit. Literally didn't do shit. And not to mention that I had gotten my hair done in the past, like in the middle of summer, and I didn't sweat that shit out. So how did, sweat it out overnight? No freaking way. So I'm just annoyed, right? She goes through it, and of course she's like, paddle brush again. And I'm just like, it doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't matter anymore. And she starts to re-flat iron it. And I'm like, okay. She's like, well, would you like me to trim it? And I'm like, fine. After all that of me saying they aren't going to put any goddamn scissors in my hair, honestly, I wouldn't have known where to start at this point after there's so much damage. There's so much damage that I'm going to show you. Because she clipped about a ½ inch all the way around because apparently they didn't want me to have a fucking heart attack. So I can comb it now. It has been 2 days, I think, now or so, since it's been flat ironed properly. And I can comb it. I can get through the ends. It is a little more difficult at the ends, but I can comb through the roots, which is very important when you're flat ironing somebody's hair. So I'm going to show you all of it. I'm going to show you, well, in the past video, I showed some pictures of what it looked like when I left there the first time, and then the next day when I went back and what it looked like then, but the pictures didn't really show up that well. So here's what it looks like. So you can kind of see there's still a lot of damage down there, or can you see? But a lot of damage back there still. Apparently this side of my hair did not fare as well as this side of my hair, and you can kind of see like little, you can see where it's like really kind of glossy and nice, and then it turns to like this kind of a mess, but it's definitely not as bad as it was before. This side isn't as bad, which is good, but either way, to keep it even, they're gonna have to cut them even. So, I mean, she put some layers in there because she was like, you already have layers. Did you know that? And I was like, no, because I cut my hair in fucking twists. I just go with however the fuck it's going to be. You know, I'm just cutting off what's damaged. I can see what's damaged. I can cut that. So, yeah, so that's basically it. I can comb it. Well, those are the ends, but you know, like once you get through that, I mean, this is much easier than it was before, and it's not as bad, but it's shedding like a beast, and there isn't, I mean, I can touch it and go like this, and like hairs just, they plop out all over, and so I don't know what I'm going to do or where I'm going to go to get it completely fixed totally. It will be sometime in the future, probably after I wash it and see what I'm really left with. So that's just an update. I will probably make another video when I do wash it so we can see what we're left with and what it looks like. And it is what it is, y'all. It's just hair, I guess. But I'm really upset because I didn't fuck it up. Somebody else did. That's why I'm mad. Just in case you didn't understand why I'm mad because somebody else fucked up my hair after I took care of my hair. Okay? So, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.